like I said, I don't like dancing for him because it's a whole spot. Like, niggas need to throw some money and not just watch some ass shake for free. You know? And I danced at rallies before it closed down. I danced at rallies for a good minute. It was almost a year until I got pregnant with my daughter. Wait, was it a year? No, it was only a few months. It felt like a year.
Right.
But it was only a few months. Then I had gotten pregnant with my daughter and I quit dancing.
Right.
And then I tried a while back, but then I got pregnant with my son, and I was dancing while pregnant with my son in the first few months, and I was like, you know, I'm not making no money here, so might as well stop dancing. And I haven't really been dancing since then. You know.
So I'm gonna ask you something about the dancing world, because I need to know, and you behind the scenes, so you know.
What's up?
I want to know if it's real or fake. Real or fake. Want to know how much of them girls is getting stuff done.
What do you mean? I said...
and operations and...
Well, when I'm from the stripping world, like, you know, you can make at least, depending on where you go, you can make at least $500, $600 to maybe $20. Like, it just depends on the niggas who's there, who like you. If you giving up pussy, then you get more. If you not giving up pussy, you get, like, maybe, the most I made one night was, like, $150. And it's because I wasn't giving up no pussy. So, you know, niggas gonna be selfish with their little stash. Fuck them niggas.
So, what about these girls? Are these girls buying asses and titties and shit?
I mean... I've seen a lot of crater booties in the club. You know, some of them shouldn't be there trying to hop on a pole. But as far as fake asses and titties, I ain't seen not one of them fall off or not one of them put any fake asses or titties on. So I gotta say no to that question because I haven't seen it. But
they could have had the surgery with the shit put up in their ass, and you know what I mean? And
I mean, some of them look like they get butt injections. I'm just gonna say they look like they get butt injections because the way their booty kind of going, you know, it's not normal. It's not like
natural.
Yeah, it's not natural. So you could tell like some of it's sagging. You got uneven asses sometimes that you see, you know. I'll be like, why you here? How you gonna shake the ass if you got one cheek that's higher than the other? I
mean, that's a perfect for a motherfucking whiplash. What's wrong with you? Sounds to me like that shit all the way live. You know what I mean? Shit.
You know. My best friend, I call her my best friend. She my stripper best friend. Like, we go dancing. Like, there'll be nights where she be like, okay, I got this person house who we go to a party. Like, this was during I'm gonna call it my whole days. And which, you know, she's like, we go dance for this nigga and he gonna pay us. And throughout that time, like, I'll be entertaining the nigga and the nigga be like, oh, can I fuck you? Or like, be like trying to stick his finger in personal places that he not supposed to. And you know, because we're in the vicinity of his home, you can't really do much. So like, I had to give up that life because I did not want to be in no situation where a nigga get mad because I'm not trying to fuck. Because I got a nigga.
Right.
I could just go ride his dick when I get home. But
God bless him.
You know, like, niggas got mad, so I'll be like, okay,
So how he feel about your job?
He told me, he was like, God bless my fiance. He was like, if I wanted a hoe for a wife, I would have gone out and found a hoe for a wife. He was like, you're beyond that. You don't need to be doing that because you are a goddess.
Right.
So, you know, I get my little spurt sometimes because I love dancing. I miss it sometimes. And I know I could be a big bad bitch and show these bitches what it really is. Because I'm from Connecticut. So, you know, the North is very, very different than the South.
Right.
That's one thing I did learn too is, you know, I'm up North. We're more aggressive. We're more wild. You know how it is.
Right.
We wild. So people don't know like about us, but me dancing, I would say I loved it.
Right.
I do miss it from time to time, but that's not me.
Right.
I'm not gonna wear skimpy outfits and reveal what I got because I know I have a beautiful body.
Right. Well,
so let me ask you a question. All right. for people that don't know, you might have some inspiring dancers out there, right? Mm-hmm. So what would be the process? What's the process in actually getting a job at the club?
I mean, you just gotta figure out who the club promoter is. Or you could go with somebody who is a dancer and they get you in. But you really gotta pay, like, tip out. Tip out's the biggest thing. If you don't got a dancing license, it has to be tip out.
You mean dancing license?
Like, to legally dance in strip clubs.
Oh, you gotta get a license to dance at the club?
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
This is what I'm talking about. Like, for the inspired, people don't know that.
Yes.
People don't know that.
Hold up, my brother. And I know you say I be dubbing you. This is definitely a dub mode. I need to get back to that quick. Georgia charges you money to go shake your ass?
Yes. It's for protection and protocol. Like,
protection and protocol.
Yes.
Explain how this license work and what it costs.
When I was dancing at rallies, they told me I couldn't continue on dancing. So I would have to pay $150 to get my dancing license so I could go shake my ass as well as be protected by the workers there.
$150 and they take the money.
So
what protection are you getting?
Does some of the money go to the people protecting you, or just?
I don't know exactly how it worked because I was working on getting it, and then I had gotten pregnant with my daughter just as making the money to get it. So I had gotten pregnant with my daughter, and I quit before I got my license. But from what I heard and from what I understand, the license is to make sure, you're safe, just in case you go home with somebody that night and the police come and question and be like, okay, who was here dancing? And they pull the papers out and be like, okay, this girl was here. And we're gonna show you her license because you have to. If the police come, they got.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
So it would be. So the club owners would get in trouble if somebody get caught dancing with no license.
Yes, and that's why
basically get fined or
shut down. And I think that's what happened at the old club I danced at because a lot of people did not have their license and they were dancing, trying to work to get their license.
This shit makes no fucking sense.
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
Crazy.
So who you paying? Where you going to the what? The city office?
To the state.
Where you go? Where you go and say, yo, I'm trying to get my stripper license?
I honestly don't know where exactly. I guess you could look it up on Google and figure that out.
No, we're going to bring some more people in here. Somebody going to explain this whole license. Because this license sounds to me like a shakedown.
Uh-huh.
Because I want to be in the license giving business. Like, you want to be a stripper, come check down 1-800-2MCs on the Mic podcast. We get you the license. Because I damn sure can get you all the security you need while you're down there.
Uh-huh.
I promise you that much. You know what I mean? So, if it's for security and we get $150 to do all of that,
man,
I know I can send some niggas out there. You ain't got to worry about that.
Right.
Huh?
It protects the club owner.
Yeah, the club protects the club owners from getting shut down and going to jail because there be a lot of illegal activities going on.
I remember back in the day. Back in the day, there used to be females coming in and out of town to dance. They still do that, or is that something that's normal?
Yeah, actually, my best friend Katie, she do that. She still do that. She go to Alpharetta, she go to Savannah, she go to Florida, she go to Miami, she go to Texas, she go everywhere. Because she get calls for clubs from club promoters who want her to dance.
So the more club promoters the more clubs you can dance at, the more money you make.
Yes.
Sound like an artist life, you know what I mean? You know
exactly.
the promoters as an artist.
Exactly.
I need you on this show. I got you, blah, blah,
Exactly.
blah, blah.
But I don't, what my aspiration is, I don't want to be known for stripping. I don't want to be known for being, showing my body inappropriately. Right. I don't want to be known as twerk queen or whatever. No, it's goddess. I'm a classy woman and I expect to stay that way because it took a lot to become this way.
No, we respect it. I mean, you can't judge somebody by the occupation.
Right.
We ain't here to do that. It's not about that, but I get
strippers that put themselves through lawyer school,
exactly.
doctor school, and all that.
Exactly.
Right. And that's respect. I do respect every stripper. I will say that, but that wasn't the lifestyle for me. I wasn't trying to be shame the stripper.
You wasn't trying to go all the way in with it. You was,
What are your aspirations though? What are you inspiring to do with your life?
Well, I want to be a model. Because I have lupus and I do want to tell people because I have been very insecure about my body. Like, it don't matter what you look like. As long as your inside is straight, you're a beautiful person. Right. Like, if you ugly on the outside, you could look like a gorilla for all I care. But if you a good person on the inside, then, because I go off of people's vibes. If everybody got good vibes, I'm cool with you. But if I feel like this aggressive vibe, this vibe, I'm not gonna fuck with you because I'm not that type of bitch. I don't like drama. I stay far away from it. I don't do drama.
So how was our vibe?
Y'all vibes is cool.
Right, like, fuck with that. That's all that matters to me.
Y'all vibes is cool.
Because I don't fuck with everybody either. So good.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, but other than that, you know, I do want to become a model. Like, I have a feeling that one day I'm gonna be famous, and I'm gonna be able to tell people my story. I'm gonna be able to help people. That's my aspiration. My biggest aspiration in life is I want to help people. Right. I don't want people going through the same thing I went through because it hurts and it takes a long time to heal. A long, long time. Right. Like I want to be this light in the dark world. Right. That's my goal. That's my aspiration. That's how I view life. But sometimes I can't keep that light because people piss me off.
Well, you know, you speak with a lot of passion, so I do believe it. But so I'm going to ask you another question that you ever thought about writing memoirs, a book?
I have, but I'm not very good at writing because when I start writing, my brain gets very scatterbrained. I try to keep focused.
Hold up. That's not true because I just heard a song you wrote.
Yeah, that was like a 2-minute song.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give you a thing you could do. You could get a voice recorder. You could record it. You could speak it.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. You could just.
I do write poetry. Like, that's as far as I can get is my poetry, which really expresses myself.
Well, you could tell your whole story with the Connecticut with the family. You could say it. You could record it, voice, day such and such, and do a whole voice situation, and then transcribe that into, because you'd already put everything there. So now you don't even have to think about it.
Thoughts is already out.
And if the audio is good, the audio book is also dope.
Right.
So you don't have to always do that. You know, we do have the production studio over there. Because whatever we could do to help you outside of whatever you're trying to do, we definitely all about it. Your struggles is real. And we'll do that. So I think your story seems to be a lot more deeper. We didn't come here to get that deep in that story.
We're just scratching the surface.
Exactly. Right. So I would definitely think that it may be something you could do. I use the voice recorder on my phone all the time. If I get a vibe of a record that I want to write, and I may put down a little line or two, and then I'll come in here and lay it down and finish it out.
Melody.
Exactly.
Right.
So I'm just only giving you that thought process that if your story is that deep, a lot of way you can help people is by sharing the story if you want to, or share what you want to share as much as you want to, or what you don't. And based on what you're telling me, you may have about 4 books worth of stories to tell. So you make it just the home, just the home in the home in Connecticut.
The Serenity Rose series.
Yeah. We may have to talk about that off camera because I can see us maybe recording your early childhood in audible form.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
And then we could possibly
turn it into some visuals.
Well, yeah. Well, I was thinking.
I had a dream, or I don't know if it was a dream or a vision, but when I was little, and it was one after the altercations I had with my adopted parents, and they sent me to bed. And I had a vision or a dream or whatever. Like, I had a whole movie that people was coming and watching and talk about, oh my God, like people coming out with tears and talk about, oh my God, like how did she become this kind of person? Because people would expect me to be evil with what I've gone through. People would, but I can't. Right. I can't close my eyes. So, like people say open your third eye. My third eye is very much open to people who need that helping hand, because a lot of people just will be so cruel to turn their back and be like, oh, fuck you could do it by yourself. No, like as a 90s baby, because I know y'all older, but as a 90s baby, we weren't really taught, how to grow up. We was just raised. Right. But adulting is very hard for us, and if I can get my life straight, because I tell people I'm about to be a future trillionaire. That's my goal. That's my plan. I'm gonna be a trillionaire.
Put it in the air, baby, for it to work.
Exactly. I speak that shit into existence all the time.
And put the grind on it.
Exactly. So, like, but I want to be able to help us 90s kids rise up so we can build a better future, too, because it's not just 90s kids, but, like, you know, that's...
Whoever, just help out wherever it's need be. I feel you. We feel you. We know where you're going with it. But this